Hello guys, you're welcome again to my channel. This is Emerald Lifted TV, and for those that don't have us yet, endeavor to subscribe and turn on the bell sign button so whenever new video pop up, you'll be one of the first people that will be notified. I just grabbed my hands on something that is not so appalling. I just wanted to listen to this. Nigerians, where are we heading to? Prepare yourself before you travel because it's not funny anymore. I'll get back to you later after you're done with this. Okay, see you later.
Okay, hello, good morning. I just read some very disturbing tweets, and in the past 24 hours, I've spoken to a couple of Nigerians who are out of the country and planning to go home. And we can't all keep quiet. I am not in the business of keeping quiet when things are not going right. That's not how I am wired. That's not how my system works. To keep quiet and pretend as if everything is fine when things are not fine. Now, there's this protocol that they have. There's this protocol that is in place, which says that before you come home, within 96 hours, assuming your flight is on Thursday, that means that by Monday, you should go in for a COVID test and have the result. Now, when you get the result, you go online and they upload. When you go online and upload it, then you pay 50,400. That's outrageous. Now, I am traveling with a child, so I'm going to pay 100,800 naira. Meanwhile, the COVID test here is mostly free, except you want it so quickly. CVS is free, Rite Aid is free. All the pharmacy places I know, they are free, except when you start going to urgent care and all the whatever places. But at the pharmacy stores, the government made provisions, and these things are there. They are free. Now, to come home to Nigeria, you have to pay online 50,400 naira. That's what you are required to pay online. Now, when you pay this, according to them, they will generate QR code. Now, is that QR code that you have to show them? Apart from your COVID test, the COVID test you run here has to be PCR. So you show it to them. And now the QR code, you also have to show it. If you don't show it, they will not allow you to board. Now, I just read a tweet by a young Nigerian who is stranded in Dubai. He was to fly Egypt Air. He did the COVID test. He paid the 50,400. Now, up till now, they have not given him that QR code. Another person is traveling in few hours, and she said that she's still waiting for that QR code. And without that QR code, no airline will board you. And they are not generating that and giving that to people. Listen, I don't know whether it's a curse to be a Nigerian. I don't know whether we did something wrong as Nigerians. The stress of going through whatever they are asking us to go through, yeah, it's okay to run the test. Why make it 4 days? Most of these tests are coming out evening of the 3rd day. Some of these flights are in the morning. Now you have to now do this, send in this and wait for this QR code. Now the QR code is not even automatic. I thought it was something automatic. Why do we want to do like Oyibo people if we are not Oyibo? Why do we want to be like them if we are not, if we can't? Why do we want to be like Oyibo people? So when you run this test, COVID test, they email you the result here in America. You don't need to go to anywhere to beg. Now, you now upload this result and pay 50,400 naira. 50,400 to run COVID test. Now, when you pay 50,400, it should be automatic. It should be automatic to generate that code. Now, people are now paying it and they are missing their flights. And if you know how much people will need to pay when they miss their flight, why is our country so wicked? Why is our and listen, if you watch this video and come here to defend Nigeria, I will curse you. Because you are in Nigeria and you are not outside Nigeria and you don't know what people are going through. All I did on Sunday was to make calls, trying to find a place where I can run this test on a Monday and pick it up at least Tuesday so that I could do this other process and get the PR code. Because our flight is in the morning. And no airline will board you. Initially, they said, present your COVID test. Why wouldn't they allow us to present the COVID test? Why wouldn't these labs, why wouldn't these laboratories be at the airport so that when people are arriving, you pay them cash or you pay with your card? Now you pay 50,400 online and you miss your flight. A young Nigerian man is stranded in Dubai. He said he was walking around because he couldn't travel. And he has to pay again to the airline to be able to travel. And then he has to pay to spend the night in the hotel. This is terrible. And I am not in the grade of people that will keep quiet in the face of injustice. Because it's wrong. 50,400, how many people can afford that? So between my daughter and I will be paying 100,800 to the lab to run the test. Now, after running the test, after paying that money, they are to send you QR code. Now, when they send the QR code, that's the code that you can either print out or have it on your phone. So if you are going to Nigeria, it's not just COVID test. And to have it, I wish I could reschedule this trip. Honestly, I wish, and I'm beginning to consider calling Delta to say to them, I am not traveling again because I can't afford to do this. It's a lot of stress. Why do we have to stress people over everything? The people that are making these policies are seated in Nigeria in air-conditioned offices and they know nothing about what is going on. The labs I called on Sunday, some of them said 5 to 8 days to get the COVID test. Some results, some of them said 3 to 5 days. Meanwhile, they want this result in 96 hours, which is 4 days. And that includes the travel date. What of the people that are flying in the morning? Why can't we be considerate? Why can't we treat our, we all own this Nigeria? Why can't we be nice? Okay, now we are running this test in 96 hours. And then we come back to Nigeria again. And we have to pay 50,000 naira, 400. How much are people making? For us to pay 50, listen, it's unfair. It's really, really unfair. It is really unfair. A lot of Nigerians in America who are not American citizens, they are not paying money to run the test in other people's country. That now we come back to our own country and we pay 50,400. Okay, if we agreed to pay it, now they are making it mandatory that you must pay it before you board the flight. Is there any special interest that they have in this money? They are not making it mandatory, but the people that went back before, the evacuation people, they did all the free tests. Where are all the billions of naira that Nigerians donated for this COVID? Where are all the billions? A lot of Nigerians made donations in billions. Where are the billions? What have they used it to do? Is there any account to show what that money has been used for? Now we have to pay 50,400. That money, didn't they use it to buy test kits? Can't Nigerians be tested as they arrive? It's unfair and it's wicked. And anybody that does wickedness will follow the person to their grave. Now people are stranded. Some airlines are not boarding people. If you don't show that QR code, they will not board you. Now some people have paid money, but the labs that they paid to are yet to send them the QR code. And if you don't have that QR code, so it's no more the COVID test. Yes, you will do COVID test. Yes. But now they want QR code. It's now that QR code. If you don't show it, they will not board you. And now some people have paid this 50,400. Somebody even said he paid 50,900. But he's still in Dubai. Do you know why? Because they did not send him the QR code. So the airline refused to board him. And so he's still there. I'm waiting for the QR code. And he's on Twitter asking them, where is the QR code? Listen, we have to begin to open our mouth and talk about things that are happening. We have to begin to voice out. A lot of us are very comfortable in our small spaces and in our big spaces. If you keep quiet, one day it comes to your doorstep. If you keep quiet. And trust me, a lot of Nigerians that are traveling now are people that had been out on visits. If I have my way, I will call Delta Airlines today and I will cancel my flight. Trust me, I will cancel that flight and stay here till December. If I have my way, I will cancel it. Because that stress is not worth it. You get to the airport, they check you in, everything is done, and then at the point of boarding, they ask you for the QR code, and the pharmacy or whoever or what the laboratory, they have not sent the QR code. It's wrong. If you are taking 50,400 from people, as soon as they pay that 50,400, let it be their receipt. That QR code should automatically come into their email. But people are paying, and they are not getting. There's somebody that has a flight today. Up till now, he doesn't have his QR code. The other mama does not have her QR code. So how are they going to board the flight? So if you are taking money from people, you want to do technology, you should be able to do technology and do it properly. Isn't it a shame that Nigerians that are not citizens in a country like America, that they are getting the test free of charge, and then they get to their own country where people had donated billions in April, and now they are made to pay 50,400 and go to laboratories and run this test? It's unfair. It's unfair that people are made to go through that. It's unfair. Now, why can't we just have receipt? The laboratories that are being paid, if you don't have network, is there no alternative for people to board? How can somebody get to the point of boarding? They have paid the money. They have run their COVID test, but because there's no QR code, which is not their fault. Listen, if they do that to you, when you get back, file a lawsuit against the NCDC, join NCDC in the lawsuit, join FAN in the lawsuit, join NCAA, join the Minister for Aviation, join the laboratory, join Federal Ministry of Health, and just file a lawsuit. We are too docile in Nigeria, and that's why they are treating us anyhow. These policymakers are treating us anyhow, as if we don't matter. Somebody paid money so that they will run the test in Nigeria, and you are insisting we must pay the money before we board the flight. We have paid the money, and now the place they paid to did not give them QR code. And because of the QR code that they didn't send to them, you now punish the person that is paying, and they are not allowed to board the flight because they did not have QR code. Listen, if you don't have any business in Nigeria, you better stay where you are. If you don't have any urgent business in Nigeria, stay where you are. It's a jungle out there. It's a jungle out there in Nigeria. People are being stopped from boarding their flight. Go to Twitter. Go and read it. It's so frustrating. Somebody will stop. You know, people are being stopped from boarding their flights because they did not get the QR code. They have done the COVID test. They have paid 50,400 online. You are meant to now send them a QR code. It's supposed to be automatic, that when you pay, it generates the QR code, which you show them with your test at the point of boarding. Now, the people that have not yet received their QR code, which is not their fault, it is the fault of the people they are paying to. Right now, as I speak to you, they are not allowing them to board. And they are Nigerians and they have rights. It's wrong, it's injustice, it's unpardonable, it's wicked, it's unfair. And listen, share this video. Share this video. I don't know where else that I have to go to talk about this. It has not happened to me, and it will not happen to me. But I'm not going to say, oh, it's not me, and then I'll keep quiet. Wrong. I am speaking out. Go to Twitter. Go to Twitter. I made some screenshots, and I can post it on my wall. I can post it as a thread, part of the thread on this post. Go and read what people are going through. Yes, you have asked us to pay money. So between me and my daughter, I'm paying 100,800. 100,800. That's what I'm paying. 100,800. Meanwhile, here in the US, we are running the test free. I have run a COVID test in the hospital. Free. My daughter has run COVID test in her hospital. Free. Now, in the country where I have a stake in Nigeria, I am made to cough out 50,400. If you are a Nigerian and you're outside Nigeria and you don't have any business now going home, you better stay where you are. Stay where you are. It's crazy and is unacceptable. And we have to raise our voice to it. This is the essence of social media. We are not going to sit on social media and just make jokes and laugh. It's unacceptable, it's wicked, and it's wrong. If we accepted, okay, we will pay the 50,400. Give us the QR code immediately. Let it be generated. Let it be generated. Go to Twitter and read it. A young Nigerian said he's stranded in Dubai, that he was to be on Egypt Air, and the Egypt Air did not allow him to board because he does not have the QR code, and that the people he paid to in Nigeria, they are yet to send him the QR code, and because of this, that he's stranded. I'm going to share the screenshots on my wall. We need to raise our voices. If we keep keeping quiet in Nigeria, these people will kill us one day. It's getting to that point where we have to speak out. We have to speak out. It is getting out of hand.